You have been lying to yourself, and we are going to unpack that together. I don't know about you guys, but especially since becoming a mom, I have just come to the realization that I have been telling myself lies since the second my kids were born. Okay? When life gets calmer, I'll do this. When my kids are older, I'll be able to do that. No, I can do that right now. I feel like we need to have an honest chat about this. We need to sit down mom to mom and just chit chat for a minute, because I am done lying to myself about it, and I want you to be done lying to yourself too. How many times have you told yourself, I will do this for me when my kids are older, when they're in school, when the house is clean, when we get here, when we move there, when we do this, when I have this? We're done. We are done with all of that right now. I feel like we have this little voice in our heads that tells us, basically, when life is easier, I'll be consistent with my goals. I'll be consistent with my health, with working out, with meal prepping, with prioritizing, my reading, my goals, whatever it looks like for you. And I'm here to tell you, if your habits only work when it's convenient, they're not your habits, okay? It's not working that way, all right? Sorry, hate to break it to you. If your habits only work when everything else goes according to plan, not a habit, baby. Not a habit at all. I was so bad getting on this weight loss journey after my third baby was born. Yes, if you do not know, I have 3 girls under the age of 6. I have been pregnant or nursing since January of 2020. My youngest is almost 19 months. It's crazy around here. And in this season, I believed all the lies that we tell ourselves as moms sometimes. When my daughter quits nursing and I'm finally done nursing, I'm done with pregnancy and all of the things, or when I get all of them in school, I'll be able to join a gym, work out, do all of this, hit this goal. No, I did it. You know what I just did? Do you know what I just did with 3 girls? Ooh, a fly. 3 girls under the age of 6. I just went on a weight loss journey at home by myself, totally on my own. No trainer, no fitness coach, nothing. I was like, I am done feeling like trash. And all right, everyone is okay and settled. But back to what we were talking about. I see this is a perfect opportunity, because I could have used that as an excuse to stop filming this video and do other things, wait until they're asleep, wait until they're gone somewhere, or my husband is home, whatever. But we're not doing that. I went on a weight loss journey at home with my girls here. They were right alongside me, meal prepping, working out if they woke up too early. I decided to stop letting that throw me off of my routine, and to actually build my habits and stick to them and have some consistency in my life. And if I can do it, you can do it too, because I will tell you, not only do I have 3 girls under the age of 6, but I'm also a military spouse. My husband's schedule can be very unpredictable. It will be like, hey, I'm going to be home at 7. And then it's like, just kidding, I'll be home at 9. And you're doing bedtime by yourself. Okay. If I was relying on that little bit of time when he got home, I wouldn't get those things done. So I decided, we're done. You guys are coming along on the journey with me. And that's what we did. And I lost actually about 60 pounds. And I feel amazing. I feel like I'm in the best, not just like physical shape of my life, but mental state as well, like the best mental health. And my girls got to be, they got to have a front seat to that, because I stopped waiting for the times when they weren't around to work out or to meal prep. I stopped waiting for those moments when, my schedule aligned perfectly and my husband was off work and we had this and that going on and I had this big open window of free time. No, you can do those hard things with your kiddos in your life. If you need to work out, your kids can play in the garage. Like, you can grab some dumbbells from Walmart and work out in the living room if you need to. My girls are also mostly screen free and they do get some screen time occasionally, but for the most part they don't watch TV, so it's not like I could even turn on a movie and do my workout. You know, they truly are in it with me. And I feel like so often as moms we think we have to have everything perfect for everyone else before we can take care of ourselves, and that is one of the biggest lies that we have been sold in motherhood. And it's not just moms. I mean, it really does affect anyone. This idea that perfection is needed for consistency, like for something to work. I know even prior to getting really serious about my weight loss this last time, if I missed a workout, it would throw my entire week off. If I didn't get my, 2 quiet hours in the morning, it was like my whole day was ruined. And I realized it's not about having some perfect routine. It's about finding routines that fit your life and the season that you're in. Because I will tell you firsthand, another season is coming, baby. Another season is right around the corner. We thought we were done after having 2 girls. We moved across the country when my middle child was about 18 months old. And we were like, okay, we're in this new season of life. We're not going to have any more kids. And then boom, we got pregnant again. And we started over. And it's like, okay, now here we are. She's 18 months old. And we are, starting to dwindle down on our time in our current location. And we are like, the next season is coming. And what I could do is I could fall out of my routines, right? I could let this change that's around the corner totally derail my progress, totally derail my routines, throw me off, break my habits, but I'm not going to, because I've built simple habits that fit my life. I've learned to prioritize myself, my health, my wellness with my kiddos around. And I think as moms, that's so incredibly important, not only for you and because it lets you know that it's okay to prioritize yourself, but also because you're teaching your kids that as well. So I don't know what your goals are, right? I just wanted to share something that was on my heart and really have that mom-to-mom chat, because I know I needed to hear it. And I wish I would have heard it, several years ago, but I'm glad that it just dawned on me and slowly kind of came together. I don't know what your goals are. I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know if you're on a weight loss journey. I don't know if you want to get into fitness, if you want to start filming content, if you want to get into reading. But here's what I will tell you. Show up. Just show up for yourself, no matter what it looks like. Showing up anyway has become kind of like my mantra for myself. No matter how crazy the day gets, no matter what's going on, if my morning routine doesn't work out, if my kids are up too early, I am showing up for myself no matter what it looks like. So that might mean that you have to work out with your kids in the room, or you have to do it in the living room instead of in the garage, or maybe that means your walk is outside to the park instead of on the treadmill. Maybe it means that instead of sitting down to read one chapter of your book, you read 1 page, or you read 5 minutes. Whatever your goal is, whatever you're working toward, you can show up for you in those little bitty pockets throughout the day, and your kids can see you showing up for you too. And I promise it really makes so much of a difference, not only for you, but for them too. I know this is probably all over the place. It's probably a little like, what is she even talking about? Who is she to share this? And I will tell you who I am. My name is Callie. I'm a military spouse and mom of 3 girls under the age of 6. I am a former beauty YouTuber and blogger. I no longer have a blog, but years ago, before I even got married, that was what I did. And then when I became a mom and just going through pregnancy during 2020 and all of that craziness, my priorities shifted. Obviously, my daughter was born, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever done. And I got lost in that for a little while, and I just kind of put myself and my health and my wellness and taking care of me and the things that I love on the back burner. And so I'm a mom who shows up for herself no matter what the season looks like, no matter how busy and crazy things are, even if it means I have to sit down and film a YouTube video in my kitchen in military base housing. It is not fancy. It is not some super crazy, nice, cool kitchen, but this is where I'm at. This is my season right now, and I'm showing up anyway.